Go. Okay, we are out back at Victoria Park. I clearly didn't learn my lesson last year, but I am not doing the half marathon this time. We're doing the 5K. I just want to get a sense of where my fitness is at. I obviously didn't do Valencia, but we did do a couple weeks of training prior, and then I kind of deloaded, and we've been doing speed here and there. I want to get a sense of where I'm at for the start of the year, and we'll kind of go from there. But I feel good. This will be the first race in the Adios Pro 4s, which is exciting, and I think I want to bring a lot of the mentality that I learned from the Sal Sylvester race and just have fun, because it's raining and like realistically I'm gonna get muddy. The Pro 4s are gonna get muddy, unfortunately, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good Sunday, and yeah.
What's going on right now?
We're finding refuge in a cafe instead of standing in the rain, and like 60-40 on whether I'll actually do this. Good. Seriously unsure about this. Life choices, all-time low. Good. I guess we'll go and get this done.
Yeah.
1.5 laps, that's all it is. Bit of a late start, but it's okay.
Everyone's already gone.
Yeah, everyone's gone, but it's trip time.
We hope. As long as they don't close the start. Go, 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 go! Go on, Les!
04. See on the weigh-in runners, please take it really steady, 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 steady. Steady on the weigh-in runners. Extra care. Please take extra care. Slow down, runners. Down as you approach the finish. I repeat, please slow down as you approach the finish line. Slowly, 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 runners. Slowly. Runners, can you come across the finish and slowly? Slow down, runners. Slow down as you come into the finish line. Slow down as you come into the finish. Slow as you come into the finish, please, runners. So as you come off the grass, please slow down, runners. It is extremely slippery at the finish. Please slow down. Over to the right-hand side, runners. Take care. Take care. Please take care. Well done, every one of you. Congratulations to all. Can we just ask them to slow down? Steady, steady, steady.
TV?
Yeah. 21:38 unofficial.
You still want the hands in the air? Oh,
Show me your
you're
hands,
asking a lot.
show me your
Still want
hands.
the hands in the air. You want extra jumps? Oh, maybe not today.
Oh my god.
Skip and slide. We've had a lot of runners come in so far. Okay, we have Marissa, Isabel, Leanne, Alessandro, Daniel, Yazid, and many more runners. All stations 10K is very skiddy here at the finish and very muddy. Please take extra care. So well done, runners. Congratulations, runners, to every single one.
All right, so we are home, showered, and we need to talk about this race. Like I said in the video, I went into this with very low expectations. I think ultimately I wanted to get a sense of where my fitness was at. I think especially coming off of Valencia and pulling out, we had obviously done some training towards that, and then I sort of continued to do a little bit of like speed work here and there. I stopped doing speed work in Portugal and then like did a bit when we got back, like the week between Portugal and this race. And so ultimately going in, I had no idea what I was going to expect. And as I've shared in previous, I think podcast episodes, maybe the previous YouTube video, at the end of 2024, I made the decision to step away from coaching after being coached for 2 years, which was tough. And it was mostly due to like financial decisions because I'm a student now full time. And so we have to think about that. But it did allow me to approach the race in a different way. And it kind of meant that like I'm not really relying on someone else to like give me direction. It was more so like I was taking control of that and I was like in the driver's seat, if you wanted to think about it that way. And I mean, to start, we showed up an hour before and it was cold. I was very close to just turning around and going home. I'm going to be completely honest. There were multiple times that Gabriel and I looked at each other and it was just like a long travel there, and it was just like a really wet, cold, and rainy morning. And I was a little bit traumatized, I think, from my experience at Victoria Half in March last year. And I think ultimately, as soon as I heard the lady on the loudspeaker say 5K is 1.5 laps, I was like, oh yeah, it's not like 6 and a bit laps or whatever the half marathon is. I definitely felt for those people today. And yeah, it looked definitely rough, but I think we ultimately, like, we went and sat in a little coffee shop nearby, and I was just like, let's warm up here, think again. And like, I think ultimately I was like, of course I'm going to do this. We've traveled all this way. I've, put it out into the universe. I've, said that I'm racing this weekend. And so there's a part of me that felt that pressure of like, you should just race. But I think there was another part of me that thought like, genuinely, it would just be good to see where I'm at. And something that I know isn't like super accurate that I find kind of interesting is that my Coros has sort of like a fitness, like level of running fitness. And so at the moment it is 90.2 out of 100. And interestingly, when I was at like my peak training for Chicago Marathon last year, my peak like running level fitness was 90.3. And so I think that kind of like intrigued me a bit as well. And so I was just interested to see how it went. And I did start a bit late, as you probably saw in the clips. I did not calculate how much time it would take to like delayer everything and then put the bib with the pins on, because I picked up the bib the morning of. And yeah, luckily they kept the start open for me and I was the last person to start. So that's why when you see in my results, there's like a 3-minute lapse time in between like everyone who went off and then me. And then, yeah, my trip time was 21:36. Okay, we had to rejig the lighting, but we're back. But yeah, 21:36. Definitely not what I was expecting of myself today. I think in the back of my head, I had sub 22 in my mind. I think I knew that that was like very doable, especially off of some speed sessions that I've done. I think that I knew that like surely that pacing, like I should be able to do that. And for those that don't know, my previous PB was 22:09. And so I ultimately was just like, look, a PB is a PB, whatever I get today. And I think because I had seen like what sort of pacing I would need to do sub 22, I definitely went out too hot because I think I was like just worried that I was like so late. And so my first mile was 6:42, which was really, really fast. And I definitely felt that in the second half of the second mile. And then my second mile was still pretty good. It was 6:58, so we were sub 7. And then the third mile was 7 minutes exactly. That's when I really started to feel it. And I was like, this really hurts. I am like hurting down bad, but like I'm gonna keep going. And then the sprint finish was 7:07. And so ultimately, I know that like there's definitely more to give. I know that that whole finish straight like definitely took some time off. And so I will be doing another 5K race in a month's time. And I'm really excited to see like how that would go on like a much better 100% road course, as well as dedicating the next 4 to 5 weeks. I think we're, about 4 to 5 weeks before then and just really focus on short distance training, 5K training, and working on some speed work. But ultimately, this has really given me the confidence that I needed going into 2025. I haven't PB'd in 15 months, and so this one felt special. I was overall 3rd place lady in chip time, and so that was also pretty cool. I just feel like there's a lot that I know that we can uncover this year, and I think that I'm really excited to see what we can do. And so yeah, this was really special, and I've been smiling all afternoon, and just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting. Not to worry, the Adios Pro 4s went straight in the shower when we got back, and they are at the moment recovering. We're hoping that we'll rejuvenate them, but I know that that got a lot of, yeah, that worried me, and getting a lot of comments about that on social media. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video and know that there's a lot to come this year. So if you are interested, please subscribe, because I come out with a new video every single Friday at 10 a.m. GMT. And make sure to like this video if you did like it, and comment down below what sort of content you would like to see from me this year. And otherwise, yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!